Hello, I'm Alfonso, and welcome to Mythic Hearthstone. So have you ever wanted to get to Legend? Was it always out of your grasp? Well, I'm here to help in A Casual's Guide to Legend. Part 2. Aggro decks. Okay. I hear you saying, Alfonso, I only play control decks. Aggro decks are cancer for the game. All cancer decks should die by fire. Well, I'm not telling you that you have to hit Legend with an aggro deck, but I want you to learn how to play one. There are a lot of basic concepts of the game that are better taught with an aggro deck than control deck. Not only that, if you can think like an aggro player, your control game will be better because you're in their head. And if you're an aggro player, good for you. Hopefully this will help you stop blindly smorking all the time. Remember, always smork responsibly. So going on, we have the objectives. There are two basic concepts that I want to get across with this exercise: when to hit face, and identification of aggressor or defender. These are essential skills that will take your Hearthstone play to the next level and hopefully get you to Legend. So now, when to hit face. Basically, all the time. Whenever humanly possible. And if you don't, there better be a good excuse to not. Zalae goes through it very well in this video that I will link in the description below. What he doesn't go through, however, are the actual excuses to not go face. And that is where the other objective comes in. There are 5 points I want you to keep in mind as we do this. Turn order, threatening minions, stat total on board, health total, and mana total. Mana total is basically hand reading. So every time you're about to attack with a weapon or minions, I want you to go through all these points. Then ask yourself, are you the aggressor or are you the defender? From there, it's simple. If you're the aggressor, go face. If you're the defender, ask yourself how you can be the aggressor again, then go face. So this is a very simple illustration to get the point across. Number 1, turn order. He went first. Aggressor, point for him. Point 2. We both just have silver hand recruits that can't really be buffed. 0 points for either of us. Number 3. Stat total on board. We are equal in stat totals. 0 points for either of us again. Number 4. Health total. Again, equal. 0 points. Let's set aside point 5 for 1 second. Now answer the question, who is the aggressor and who is the defender? Mr. Jeffer here has 1 point to my 0. That makes him the aggressor. From there, he can go to point number 5, mana total. Specifically, mana total of the defender. Is there a card that I can play to punish Mr. Jeff for going face? Technically, yes. Juggler Coin Hero Power has a 50% chance to hit the 1/1. To me, that's a pretty bad excuse to trade. When in doubt, go face. Now we're advancing into turn 4. So let's go through these steps again. Number 1, turn order. He went first. Aggressor, point for him. Are you starting to see why going first is a bit OP? Number 2, threatening minions. He has 1 juggler and 1 berserker to my 1 juggler. 1 aggressor, point for him. Number 3, stat total on board. We're no longer equal in stat totals. 8-8 for him, 2-2 for me. 1 more point for him. Number 4, health total. My health total is lower, but not by a significant amount. I would only start to count it at about 10 points-ish differential. This depends on the player. So now I clearly see that I'm the defender. I have to ask myself, how do I take back the aggressor role? Let's review some potential plays. Blessing the juggler. This tries to address the stat differential, but it gets me to a 6-6 to his 8-8, so that doesn't really work. Play number 2. Silence the Amani or the juggler. This tries to address the threatening minions point, which will make us even on that aspect. But he would still be ahead. Play number 3. Juggler, Direwolf, Coin, Hero Power. This allows us to get the max juggles in to deal a potential of a 5 5-point stat decrease on his board, and even more if it kills minions. This also brings me up to a 7/7 on board. This brings up my total threatening minions up to 3 instead of 1. Now going back to point number 5. He has at least 4 mana. The main weakness is obviously Consecrate. In the last case, I can have 2 aggressor points versus his 1, effectively making me the aggressor. Even though there's a risk for me to lose to Consecrate, I probably would lose if I didn't regain aggression anyways. So it is the right play in my opinion. So in summary, we learned to smork responsibly, that aggressors hit face, defenders trade to regain aggression, and the 5 points to identify which one you are in each turn. So for some homework before the next video, comment down below, should my opponent smork or trade? And you only get points if you show your work. Until next time, stay awesome.